Hey guys, it's Camilla. Welcome back to my channel. Today is Friday and I'm about to go downtown to tutor some students, but I decided to turn on the camera and start vlogging because I have a couple of events and a couple of assignments that I have due this weekend. So I thought that would be fun to take you guys along with me on, and yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this vlog. Friday morning, I got a negative COVID rapid test and went down to the Wall Street area to tutor students for the SAT. I've gotten a bunch of comments asking about how I afford to be off the meal plan and how I afford to go out, and tutoring is one of the ways that I make a bit of money. Since COVID, I've mainly been tutoring over Zoom, but I recently started going to an actual school to teach students in person. I've been meaning to make a video about the ways that I make a bit of cash to be able to afford living in New York City as a student, so let me know if that's something that you would be interested in watching. After tutoring, I went down to Trader Joe's to grab some groceries and then went back to the dorm. Ethan, Bennett's brother who is currently a master's student at the Columbia's Teachers College, came over to Bennett's suite to hang out and cooked us dinner. He made everything from scratch and everyone loved the food. I'm awful at cooking and it's something that I definitely want to get better at, which brings me to the sponsor of this video. Thank you to Skillshare for partnering with me on this video. If you haven't heard of Skillshare before, Skillshare is an online learning community with thousands of online classes and users all over the world who come together on this online platform to find inspiration and take their next step in their creative journey. If you are interested in learning something new, or if you want to improve on a skill that you already have, Skillshare is a perfect place to start. From drawing to cooking to building a website, you can find an array of classes that match your goals and interests. As you've seen in my previous videos, I usually use Skillshare for insight on photography and painting, but I recently started to watch cooking-related videos. I want to get better at being able to make meals from scratch with ingredients that I already have in my fridge, and here you can see me watching Julie Yoon's course, Kitchen Confidence, Practical Tips for Cooking with Intuition. I'd love to share Skillshare with you, and the first 1,000 people to use the link in the description box or use code CamillaCon will get a 1-month free trial of Skillshare. I highly recommend that you check it out. Thanks so much again to Skillshare for partnering with me on this video. The next day, I went down to the MoMA. My friend Max loves art and art history, and he gave me such thorough explanations behind each piece. I got to appreciate each work so much more with all of the background information I wouldn't have known by just looking at the work. On Saturday evening, I went to ktown with a few friends to Pocha. Pocha is always a good time. The food is so filling, and the drinks are always great. My friend Elise actually comes here super frequently, so we got a couple drinks on the house. After that, we were walking around to try and find a good place for dessert, and someone handed us a free drink card for a bar that we've all gone to in the past, so we decided to check it out. We went back to campus at around 10 p.m. to go to a Columbia event for seniors. It took place at Lerner Hall, and it was casino themed. There were slot machines, roulette, blackjack, and so much more. After the event ended, a bunch of seniors went over to Amity Hall, which is a restaurant/bar that Columbia seniors frequently go to. Overall, such a fun evening. The next day, I worked on an economics essay. I had written this paper in the fall for a final for my senior seminar, but I noticed a few flaws in my regressions that I wanted to change before submitting the paper to the economics department. I went over to the Department of Economics to attend office hours with a data TA, and I went down to Lehman Library in the same building and reworked my data model and paper framework. I wrote this paper on universal free lunch policies in New York City, and I wanted to investigate the policy's impact on high school students in the 5 boroughs. Previous studies have shown that there is some impact on elementary school students' performance, but I was curious to see if this would be the same or different for older students that already have more agency and were introduced to universal free lunch later in schools. On Monday, I went downtown with my photography class for a photo walk. The weather was beautiful, and I was able to shoot 2 whole rolls of film. Once I came back, I went to a coffee shop to finish up the last parts of my essay and submitted it in. In the evening, my friends hosted a pancakes for dinner night, and everybody brought a topping for the pancakes. It was super wholesome. And that's all I have for this vlog. Thanks so much for watching. See you guys soon.